For instance, an employee might complain about work demands, but that might not be enough for them to put through a claim of psychological injury. It may be what really leads to getting to that point of disaffection is a sense that I'm not being treated fairly. Say, for instance, they've been overlooked for a promotion. That comes under the hazard of organisational justice. They don't like the organisational change that's going on in the organisation, organisational change being a hazard. They feel unsupported by their manager, or support being a hazard, and they don't feel like they're being sufficiently rewarded and recognised. So you can see here there's a number of hazards all coming together to actually produce the real story as to what's going on. But psychosocial risk assessment is best done when it's a holistic exercise where there's a real understanding of some of the contextual factors, or as many of the contextual factors, if you like, of the workplace. So, for instance, we don't want to hone in on one particular hazard and look at that in isolation, because we may actually end up going down the wrong path if we just do that and miss out on what is really going on and actually what is really contributing to the risk. We would use both quantitative and qualitative data. And once again, I would assume that you would do that as well. To get to a point where you understand a risk level for an organisation is not pumping out a formula and saying, okay, we've got 3 of these, we've got 5 of these, we've got 6 of these, and that means your risk is da-da-da. It's more of a story that we're understanding. It's more of a contextual understanding of what's going on, and we're piecing pieces of data together, almost like a sort of a triangulation of data, to then use our own analytical skills to determine what we think is going on, what we think is causing the problem, and what we believe the degree of risk is. So it's not a perfect objective answer. There's going to be some degree of subjectivity in there in terms of what we're finding. One where the hazards are combining and where we understand what the real reasons are, if you like, that people might be, say, for instance, disaffected. What you might hear at the start might not be really what's going on.